My channel has been devoted to exposing the unrealism, the awfulness, the terrible game design of college football 25. But when the week 0 of the college football real deal spiel Holyfield happened, I was left aghast. I was left having to eat crow. I was left sitting there looking pretty wrong. Because all the time we were talking about unrealistic defenses, all the time we were talking about unrealistic game physics, all the time we were talking about how, a small school can't come and beat down a big school. Well, we saw it happen twice, almost 3 times in week 0. And I am absolutely elated to report back to you, hey man, college football 25 might be the most realistic simulation sports game on the market right now, son. I mean, we saw the toppling of FSU and DJ Ukaluka Hugalakalale with them staying out there in Georgia Tech, the tail of the tape of the modern college football era. The land of the transfers out there in Tallahassee compared to these scrappy engineers out there in Atlanta, and we saw the result. We continued to move forward. We have New Mexico State versus Montana State. And wouldn't you know it, a school that got paid almost a little bit over $250,000 macadamia nuts comes in and dunks the Lobos' head in the toilet. That's not going to be great. That's not fun. And then Smoo wants to act like they forgot that they joined the ACC and they're just stinking it up because they cannot take the heat in a major conference. Ladies and gentlemen, college football 25 has equipped us for what's going to be the most exciting season in all of college football. So if you're watching, if you're enjoying it, if you like the fact that we're in prime season time and there's a certain type of video you want to see, a breakdown, prediction, anything surrounding college football, we'll be talking about the game. We'll be talking about college football, like the real deal stuff, and a nice little collaboration there. So I appreciate y'all watching it, hanging out, joining. Like the video if you like it. Dislike if you don't like it. Subscribe if you want to goddamn yap about some college football. All right, now let's get into it. Week 0. Absolutely phenomenal. I just want to first, as we have this beautiful work of art behind us, the first thing I want to do is just talk about how week 0 is historically one of the most saddest, most boring, most underwhelming weeks in the whole college football landscape and all in the whole schedule. I mean, obviously it's called week 0, and as the setup and you saw the schedule, it's typically built up as one hallmark game, right? And then a bunch of other smaller schools getting awesome things, doing some specials, X, Y, Z, LMNOP. Shout out to the HBCU guys as well. FAMU against Norfolk State. That was a barn burner. The quarterback for FAMU looks like your uncle, beer belly and everything, and he was out there slinging the rock. So you make sure you check in to see what's happening there. But going back to the situation at hand, the FBFCSers here. Yeah, man, this is some good stuff. You got a nice down to the wire last second field goal win in Ireland, first game of the season. And let's not just say the game was good. I feel like both of the teams really came out and played some good football. As much as we're going to make fun of DJ Ukaluka Huga, whatever his name is, being 38 years old on his 4th team and playing in his 17th different conference, we're not going to say that he is a completely terrible player. We're not going to say that Florida State was just bad, because they weren't just bad. Now, they were getting bullied when it came to the trenches. They let them engineers come in there and just you know what I'm saying? Let them get in close on you. Don't let that happen. You don't want a big body, big boy panda that's also an engineer. You don't need somebody with a 4.2 GPA, god dang body slamming you, son. He's got the brains, the bronze, and he eats bananas with the peels on it. I don't think you want those problems, homie. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So just talking about that, talking about the phenomenal fact that I turned off the New Mexico State, Montana State game because I was like, oh, who cares? New Mexico State is going to handle business. They're looking shaky, but it's come on, dog. It's New Mexico State. Whatever. Montana State's fighting for all the marbles. And we look up, and Montana State's gritty and out there in New Mexico. And then the SMU Nevada game, SMU wants to act up and act crazy. Trying to act like they're not in the real conference. Like, it was a lot of fraudulent and potential fraudulent gameplay. And as someone who's a degenerate, as someone who yearns for the days of Pac-12, rest in peace to Pac-12, the Pac-12 after dark, who yearns for as much maction as possible, I'll be following Mountain West teams for no reason. No reason. Have you ever watched a Pac-12 game at 3 a.m.? Dog, Arizona in one hand, gummy candy in the other hand, terrible football being played in front of you, son. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to see. That's my country, okay? But moving forward and moving on, let's actually get into some of these memes, some of these reactions, some of these situations. Starting off first, this is where we probably should have known it was going to get a little silly, because when you're SMU getting scrappy with Nevada, a Mountain West team, what are we doing here, son? Shout out to Nevada. They got the pack on the side of their helmet. I like what they got going on. I think SMU is debuting their new all whites. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong there. I'm probably wrong. No, Ole Miss. Ole Miss got the new all whites. I apologize. But these uniforms are clean. They're nice. What's not clean is Home Skillet the Biscuit 24 groped up on number 11's whole tibia, fibia, and colibia right here, like he's a chihuahua humping your leg. Like, I don't. We all love football, all right? We all want you to make a play, all right? We've got to keep our dignity, son. Okay? Let's keep it intact. Let's keep everything legal here. Let's see Nevada, how the situation goes. And it almost unfolded like this, but sadly it didn't. But the last time Nevada defeated a Power 4 conference team, because now they're called Power 4, was September 4th in 2021 at Cal, when there was a Power 5. Defeated a Power 4 team. Power 4 sounds disgusting. Team at home August 30th, 2019 versus Purdue. Okay. Does Purdue count? I don't think Purdue and Vanderbilt count in any records. I don't care. Won a game. The last time Nevada won a game was October 28th, 2023 versus New Mexico State. Wow. They lost 4 straight ahead of that. That's phenomenal. That's some good stuff. But continuing on, little Hawaiian football action, and I love me some of that haka. I think when the boys get out there and go crazy and really show their culture in this cool swaggy way. And another thing, my girlfriend asked me this. She was like, "So do they go to Hawaii to play Hawaii games?" And me being stupid, I said, yeah, I just assumed so. But I think they do play a lot of games. I'm not sure how their schedule is. We can look into that. But imagine that. I just imagine if you're a Hawaii, like a scout for Hawaii football, like the first thing you say is like, yo, do you want to live in Hawaii? Like, do you want to go to college for 4 years and Moana looking ladies? Like, I mean, they got the Polynesians over there, dog. Go have a good time. I'm just saying, if I was scouting in Hawaii, we'd have a few 15 stars passing the Hawaii test. And this right here, we gotta have some coof here, boys. Like, I'm all for Georgia Tech celebrating and taking a steaming pile on Florida State, but when you take someone's flag and then put it all over your nostril regions, I'm not really sure if you're a winner there. I don't know if you're still winning. Does that still make you a winner? I mean, this was attached to probably somebody's ass crack, son. Is that how you want to rock it? I don't know if that's how you want to rock it and how you want to roll it, big homie. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that. I think you need to clean up, son. Okay, so this is the quarterback I was talking about. Obviously, I can't show real gameplay. That's why sometimes we're gonna have college football, in the background. But this is that guy, dog. Daniel Richardson put on the show last night in the Rattlers debut, going 22 for 30, 286, 3 of them things as the Rattlers beat Norfolk. And this was a cool little game. This is a good game. I love me some HBCU football, dog. Well, I love all football. I'm a degenerate. Whoa. We can't be playing that, big homie. Cannot be playing that. But like straight unk build. You know what I'm saying? Built like a straight unk. Look at him waddling out there. Just waddling out there. Oh, Drop a dime. And I don't know if this is going to get copyrighted, so just give you that a little bit. You know, good times, good times. And to take another look at this, can we talk about how FAMU has some of the best uniforms in the game? If you don't know, FAMU, they're sponsored. I need to look into why that is and why it's not like any other college, because he's LeBron James. That's what it is. LeBron James. Oh, because when he was out there with the Heat. But regardless, he's got like a deal with them, and so basically FAMU stays laced up in Nike, and they stay laced up in some cool, clean uniforms. Their colors are already cool with the orange and the green and the WAP. So I mean, I just want a little appreciation before we got into some more nastiness. That just remember. This is super cool. The sights, the scenes, the sounds. Make sure y'all check this out. You know, sometimes you just gotta blow a little steam off. The New Mexico guys, you know. I mean, hey, and New Mexico was supposed to be a decent team, from what I know. I think they weren't supposed to be like world beaters, but 31-14. And this, it would be a little less crazy if this was at half. This is at the end of the quarter, dog. End of the third quarter, dog. 35-31. Not great, dog. Not great. Gotta be ashamed of yourself, son. 20 returning starters, 42 incoming transfers. Whoa. This is why they were supposed to be good. Hold up. 42 incoming transfers. That is the second most in Division I FBS. New Mexico. Sorry, I called it New Mexico State earlier. New Mexico has the second most incoming transfers. What do they got cooking in New Mexico? You want to see? Well, this is it right now. This is exactly. And this, hey man, this is a nice little setup. This is what everybody's transforming for. Look at that beautiful indoor. You got these looking over these mountains and this nice little bowl. This is where you want to play football, son. I tell you what. This looks like, I mean, you got the nice field house. This is why they had so many transfers. This right here. Better believe it. Yeah. Oh, and shout out to Montana State. I'm not gonna not give Montana State their love. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is why we do it. Shout out Montana State. Smooth barely survived. Shout out Smooth. Shout out Smooth. Yeah, hook 'em horns, son. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Shout out to Florida State, you know. Really showed how ineffective the ACC can be in all different ways. That's really what Week 0 was. Week 0 was the ACC giving their bid to become the next Group of 5 conference, because they were Group 5 in it like I've never seen in my life. Not too much on DJ Ugalaka, but he does need to get a job. He's 27,000 years old. 19 for 27, 193. He's 24 years old. 193 yards and 130 QBR. By the way, never look at QBR because they lie to you. Look how efficient he is. The dink and dunker who had negative .01 air yards. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Look at the DJ Ugaluga who, whatever. We talked about that. Shout out to Elmo. There's no other notes. Shout out to Elmo. You just need to make sure you shout out to Elmo. Because if you're not shouting out Elmo, what are you doing here? Top 5 freakiest players. Got no pressure though. That's one thing that's understated about that Florida State Georgia Tech game. And that's what I was saying. The tail of the tail with transfers, right? Florida State had a crap ton of transfers coming in, especially with skill positions and the big bad big boy big bodies. I mean, they had like some Georgia defensive linemen, Alabama, Texas A&M. So they beefed up in places and spaces that you would hope that they would beef up in. But at the end of the day, if y'all are going to be a full team of transfers who don't know each other's first name, it's not going to look great out there. It's a team sport at the end of the day. Look away. Somebody did barf at that HBCU game, and I think that just adds a little character to it. Sorry, this is not This is nothing to do with week 0. This is just a high school with an orange field. I'm making you look at it. Don't worry about it. Pat McAfee. This is where we're going to end it. We're going to end it with this conversation. This week 0 was absolutely phenomenal. It was great. It blew every expectation out the water. And it's really, I think, setting us up for an exhilarating 2007-esque. If you don't know what happened in 2007 college football season, go look up a YouTube video. You're going to be very happily surprised about that hour video you're going to crack into. But regardless, one of the bigger things about it was that the college football game day was back. And with college football game day being back, that means Patrick McAfee is not just in front of you on ESPN on YouTube, but he's also on your screen every single Saturday morning. And this specific time, he was out there with Sheamus in the world of Ireland, where all they know is getting hammered in large sweaters. And so he took his sweater off and ingested as much beer as possible. And the conversation here is for the world that is college football. The fact that people want to, and I've got my fair share of criticism for Pat McAfee, but the people who want to turn this situation, him being hammered in the place known for people being hammered, I don't know what y'all want. I think, when you get big enough and you get successful enough, Drake, people are going to come at you for some weird things. Now, unlike Drake, which there are weird things, this particular time with Pat McAfee is not a weird thing. Probably when he, tried to call out Brett Collarman and, that whole snafu. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about leave Pat McAfee alone. For these next 19 to 22 weeks, I need him charged up. I need him as hammered as possible. I need him at the cornerstone of what I guarantee you is going to be one of the greatest college football seasons you've ever seen in your life, son. See you next time.